Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Bodie and today I have a special trip planned for you guys to Luke TheNotable's hardcore Minecraft world. As you can see, I'm at Luke TheNotable's main compound on his 300th day of hardcore Minecraft right where he left off. Now with Luke TheNotable's 1000 days of hardcore Minecraft just around the corner, I wanted to pay tribute to everything that he's accomplished on his 300 days so far in his hardcore series. Now the goal for today is to revisit all locations that Luke has ever claimed and structures that he's built and tear them to the ground, starting with day 300 and working back to 1. And once we gather all of these blocks and loot from the different locations, they will be sorted into chests where we will be able to get Luke's total net worth after 300 days of hardcore Minecraft. So take a trip down memory lane with me as we revisit all of Luke's accomplishments in anticipation of his 1000 days adventure. Now this is Luke's underground storage system. It's a little small and a little underused, so it will be overhauled by the end of the video. All of what Luke owns will be sorted into chests in this exact room. Here's a little sneak peek on what to expect, so stick around to the end of the video to see what happens. As I said, we will be starting on day 300 and working back to 1, and on day 300, Luke defeated the Wither and created the beacon. On day 297, Luke created his own raid farm, which ended up not working out sadly. And on day 271, Luke claimed this desert village as his own. By the end of his 300 days, this would be one of 2 locations that had living villagers in it. Even though Luke came across several villages, he is very bad at keeping villagers alive. On day 254, Luke created his own creeper farm to ensure he always had rockets for his elytra, yet somehow never put a book of mending on his elytra. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. On day 244, Luke named his horse Warthog, which is a Halo reference for all you children out there that didn't get it. What I just did to Warthog was a visual representation of what 343 Industries did to the Halo franchise. On day 236, Luke flew over this village with the bad omen effect. He then promptly ran away, just like he does with all of his problems. This village has already seen enough destruction, I think I'm just gonna leave it be. And on day 232, Luke found some turtles, and not knowing how they worked, he stuck them in a cage. This would actually become a common theme throughout the entirety of the 300 days. Also, what type of building technique is this? I don't... What? Why multiple different types of wood? You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's an eyesore. On day 216, Luke finally built the conduit that he was holding onto. He could now breathe underwater. However, he ended up never using it, so I don't think he'll mind if I take it. On day 205, Luke painstakingly fought his way through the end to get his first set of wings. I also removed this bridge because it was hurting my eyes to look at. This was a memorial to an iron golem that died fighting the Ender Dragon. Lol, rip. On day 186, Luke built his end portal base where he could begin prepping for his final assault of the Ender Dragon. Then there was L-Town, a place where Luke's tyranny knew no bounds. He constructed a flaming throne to oppress his villagers. His subjects were confined to their houses as if birds in a cage, forced to work for nothing. But hey, at least he didn't let them die like he did at the other places. I left the LTN as a reminder of what happened to this poor village. Day 134 led to the construction of the village town Watchtower, which ultimately led to the discovery of L-Town. While on his quest to fight the Ender Dragon, Luke required blaze rods, so he created this dirt shack where he would fight Blaze in arena-style combat. Boop. This is the closest villager town to the main compound. It's just over the mountain down the horse trail. This was the location of Luke's first home away from home, complete with diamond mine and beehives. This was also the first village in which Luke tried doing trades, however that no longer happened since he let everyone get murdered. Well, everyone except this guy, who he used as live bait. Oh yeah, and here's his failed villager breeder. Nice. So this village is actually massive, and to help speed up the process, I've been working on a new redstone machine. Redstone time machine. Please insert key. Well, it just so happens that I have a redstone time machine key on me. Alright, so what do I do? Stick it right in there, and then what? Flip it? And now what? It doesn't seem to be working? Alright guys, I don't think this is gonna work. What the heck happened? It turns out that my redstone machine must not have been functioning properly. I'm gonna have a heck of a mess to clean up after this. Oh hey look, I found some pigs that survived the explosion. Don't worry, took care of it. On day 59, Luke came across his first villager town while out on the ocean. After stealing all of their belongings, he abandoned them. Yet, to this day, they still live in relative peace. And on day 57, Luke finally unearthed the buried treasure. I felt this was an important milestone for Luke as he had died previously on an earlier playthrough. I wanted to locate the map because it was a perfect relic of the 300 days of hardcore Minecraft. Just over halfway through his first 100 days, Luke finally found the ocean. He created the ocean shack where he would spend his nights fishing. On his quest for the ocean, Luke had to canal his way through the swamp. This led to the construction of the swamp shack. It's quite cozy and quite small, and now it's gone. And on day 48, at the end of the birch road, Luke constructed the dark oak shack. And while it's not much, like Luke said, it's a bit more land to his name. Days 42 through 47 were spent on the construction of the birch road, complete with minecart tracks. I'm a little disappointed that the birch road didn't see more use, so I'm hoping that changes in his 1000 days. On day 41, the birch house was constructed. This would be the location of the eventual wither fight. And on day 27, Luke created the acacia shack. He spent all night staring at this crafting bench. This would mark the first time that Luke spent the night outside of his main compound. And finally, day 1, which marks the beginning of this entire epic adventure. But first, we have a few things to take care of. I will not be harming the turtle eggs. They already have enough issues with plastic straws. They need all the help they can get. Hello, the dog I don't talk about. Nobody's going to miss you. So here we are at the end of the road. I've torn apart the entirety of Luke's world and packaged everything away into these shulker boxes. There's roughly about 100 shulker boxes here, all filled with the most random junk. Some of it good, some of it not. And what you're about to witness is over 2.5 hours of sorting through every item he owned in under 2 minutes. So, with that, let's get into it. As you can see, we finally sorted through all of the shulker boxes. Each shulker box can hold up to 27 stacks of item, or in our case, about 2,500 stacks of items. That's what we just sorted through. And during that time, our turtles hatched. Look at them, doing turtle things. Here we go, guys, the moment of truth. Look at that. This is Luke's overhauled chest room. We've got everything sorted from oak logs to oak planks and oak building material in their own chest. We did that for every wood, all side by side. And on the other side, we have all of our stones, our cobblestones, mossy cobbles, purpar and endstone from the end. We've also got our nether racks, our andesite and diorite, as well as glowstone. You know, we've just got all the different building blocks up here in the front, so that's pretty cool. And then in the back, we've got the brewing stand with all of his different potions and all of his potion material. And on the left, we've got his enchanted books and everything he was working on towards his enchants. Down here, he's got kind of a boat thing, so we dedicated an entire chest to boats. And here's some color-coded beds. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then this is why I wanted the buried treasure map. So this is his map chest. I thought it would only be fitting to have the buried treasure map be the item on the frame. And don't forget about those carrot stonks. And heading over to the other side of the room, we have all of his diamond tools. I don't know what kind of man needs 5 diamond hoes, but that's too many diamond hoes. And down here we have what I'm calling the treasure chest, full of all of his miscellaneous loots, including the beacon and 9 totems of undying, among other things. Oh, and here's his armor. He doesn't really have too much armor. Unlike his diamond tools, he's not wasting a ton of diamonds on armor. And then back here we've got his ender dragon head and his ender dragon egg from the fight. He also had a weird thing for saddles. And now, how rich is Luke the Notable, you might ask? Well, he's 1 diamond block and over 2 stacks of diamonds rich. He's also the proud owner of 2 emerald blocks and a handful of emeralds. I'm interested to see how he grows this into a 20-story skyscraper of solid emeralds. He's also got some miscellaneous metals. He's got plenty of lapis, plenty of redstone, and plenty of coal. Oh yeah, and here's the rails that he had on his birch road. So that's pretty cool. Well guys, that's Luke the Notable's net worth in 300 days of hardcore Minecraft. I'm super excited to see how he transforms himself from simple carrot farmer to Lord of Emeralds in his 1000 days episode of Hardcore Minecraft. 1000 Days comes out April 18th of 2020, and if you're not there at the premiere, your account's getting banned by Mojang.